Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's jump right into Tamar's new show, To Catch a Beautician. The show, it's a good little 30-minute show for what it is. It's not what I thought it would be, but I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna review, and I'm gonna support Tamar because I'm not too mad at Tamar. If anything, Tamar can keep you entertained with her antics, if anything. It's Tamar Braxton and Johnny Wright. He's a celebrity stylist. He's the stylist who did Michelle Obama's hair in the White House all 8 years. I ain't mad at it. I didn't know that, but I ain't mad at it. That's a celebrity right there. That's a huge client to have for 8 years. The premise of the show. You come in the show, you be like, look, so-and-so jacked up my head. Look at the pictures, look what they did. I ain't got no edges, whatever. And woo, 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 they do that to them. Then the stylist comes in thinking she getting ready to work with Mr. Johnny Wright, celebrity stylist. They about to get the come up. Bam, ambush. Tamar and the client come out and be like, look, you jacked up my head. And they kind of read them a little bit. Not enough for me. And then Johnny is like, look, I'm going to teach you some things. Would you want another opportunity to redo so-and-so's head and redeem yourself? I understand the premise. The whole thing I like about the show so far are the reveals at the end. And, of course, you got to watch the whole 30 minutes to see the reveal. The makeovers or the reveals are amazing to me. They stunt on them. But to me, the one part of the show that's unrealistic, that is kind of like I'm side-eyeing, like, because to me, and I'm sure like all ladies and men, you can't mess up my hair. And I'm very particular about who does my hair. My stylist, Miss Tara, Hair Highness Studios. She the only person I really let fool around in my hair. Like, Tara is the only one who can put scissors in my hair. She would be the only one who I would trust to put any kind of product in my hair. She's the one who I can trust to grow out my hair and protect my edges. Like, my nightmare, and I be wanting to try wigs. It took me a long time to try braids. My nightmare is to wake up one day, take down some braids or sew-in, and my edges be gone. And if you do that to me, it's no way in hell I'm coming back to you to give you any kind of opportunity to redo my head. I don't care who's sitting there right there next to you. No, they can do my hair, but you can't. 2, what stylist with a legitimate business? Hold on, look at Angelo want to come in here while I'm feeling. Hold on. Okay, I let the dog in. I'm back. Where was I? What stylist with a legitimate hair salon or boutique or whatever would come on this show and allow themselves to be filmed because they just horribly screwed up? Like, the pictures I've seen of some of the upcoming heads are like, I would never, if like, I'd apologize in private. I ain't got to come on public TV and apologize and let everybody know I done just effed up your head. And you think some people about to come give you some more bookings? I wouldn't book with anybody I see on this show. And if I saw one of my stylists on the show, I have to find somebody else. Like I said, Tara, Miss Hair Highness, she the only one I let really fool around in my head. I do have a little backup if Tara is booked and I really need something done. I have another stylist who I'll let put like 2 French braids in my head, or I'll let her do a little ponytail or something like that. But no scissors and no products, no color, none of that. And then I do have a lady who specializes in braids. And before Tara really started doing braids a whole bunch, I had a braiding lady. But outside of that, So let's jump right into episode 1. The client's name is Taylor Coco, and I call her Taylor Cuckoo because she was kind of cuckoo crazy to me, and she was a little bit of over actress. The stylist name was Miss Keisha, and off top, I was like, Tamar look good. Tamar done grew her edges back. She got a couple of new styles in her head. That little ponytail, slick back to the side. Tamar look good on the show. Taylor, is her name Taylor or Tyler? I might have wrote it down wrong. She's a Zumba instructor. She won a little sew-in for a Zumba conference. Keisha screwed it up. Keisha braided her edges down too tight. They was pus bubbling and all her edges fell out. So now we have Keisha come in, and Keisha, you know, she here with Johnny like, oh, I'm so happy to meet you. And yeah, I did this sew-in, that looked good. Yeah, I did the little ponytail, little press the curl, that looked good. And then Johnny was like, who was this? And she was like, oh, that's Taylor. Like, it's messed up when immediately you can see a jacked up hairstyle and know who it is. That's why I think a little bit of this is fake. I'm like, how much is this a stage? But I'm going to roll with it, Tamar. I'm going to roll with it because it entertained me. So now, Tamar, you know, they talking to her, and they start talking a little bit more about Taylor. And she's like, yeah, Keisha always got to get up, go to the bathroom. She can't sit still. I can crank these sew-ins out in an hour, 2 hours, but she take too long. So a part of me felt like maybe she was braiding Miss Taylor's hair too tight because she don't really like Taylor. And so at the end of the day, if you got a client like that, I ain't a beautician. I don't know what it's like to have a client-based job where I depend on clients to make income. Like, I got a straight up regular government ass job. But moving on from that. So to me, I don't have time for all that drama. I would stop taking Taylor's bookings, like, cause just the first few minutes she was on the show, she was doing team too much. So now Taylor's like, that bitch talking, she didn't say bitch, don't curse through this review, I'm gonna try not to. She's like, she talking about me. And so Tamar was like, let's go. So they go, they ambush her, and she's like, oh, it wasn't even that big of a reaction. And to me, when the ambush come along, I expect a little bit of cuss out, a little bit of shade. Not no, you messed up my hair. Why? Like, You can't pull all my edges out, and I just calmly ambush you and want to know why. This dog about to pull my camera over. He about to get on my nerve. So Keisha is like, I ain't pulling your edges out, girl. That's all that glue. And it was like, glue? She was like, yeah. Every time I put a little sew-in her head, she go back home and glue in more pieces underneath the sew-in. And I'm like, how do you even do that? And to me, to be able to do that means your edges were already gone. Because if she sewed your edges down and put some tracks right there, where are you gluing it? And why are you doing that? You spend all this money on the sew-in to go home and glue more hair in your head. And so Keisha called her bluff and was like, I bet you right now some glue under there right now. So they pull up her hair, and it was like, it is all this glue. And so now I'm like, Taylor owe Keisha an apology because you done pulled your own edges out with all this glue. You don't slick your edges down with glue. A mess. A mess. I'm telling you, I wouldn't book her no more because now you got me on TV making it seem like I don't know what I'm doing. And to me, it looked like Miss Keisha knew what she was doing. Her sewing ain't look bad. And so now, you know, Johnny was like, well, you want a second opportunity? And she's like, I apologize. I probably did braid your little edges a little bit down too tight. And I don't even see where she could have. And then number two. I forgot this point. Taylor had the sew-in for 3 weeks. I've had, not Tara, because like I'm going to shout out Tara. That's my beautician. She always has my hair on point. But in the past, I've had some hairstyles, sew-ins, where the braids were too tight because I'm a little bit tender-headed. And my hair is very fine. You can't braid it too tight because it will come all out. I've taken sew-ins down that I've paid hundreds of dollars for in 2 or 3 days because I can't take it. I've taken braids down within a day because they were so tight I just couldn't take it. And like I said, my fear is my edges gonna start falling out. So if I feel like it's too tight, I will waste all my money and take that stuff down. You telling me you felt like that stuff was too tight and you didn't take it down? You gonna let it sit up in your head for 3 weeks and just go ahead and pull all the edges out? Okay. And put some glue on top of it. Okay. In episode 1, I don't blame Keisha, and I wouldn't even want to redo her head. Matter of fact, I say lose my booking number. But moving on, Johnny showed her a little bit of technique. They only do it for about a good 60 seconds. And then Taylor sits down with Keisha, and now she's getting rebraided. And she got a towel over her face. And they looking at her like, why you got this towel over your face? Because I'm used to getting my hair done in a little private studio, not on TV. I'm like, bitch, we've already seen your face. We already know that it's you up underneath this thing. You done already had these people pull back your wig and show your no edges without a towel on your face. Crazy. Crazy. Definitely team too much. But her reveal was banging. That sew-in was banging. It was laid. It wasn't a lump, a hump, a bump, nowhere. It was pressed straight. And Taylor looked good in that red dress. She looked good. So that was episode 1. Now we get over to episode 2. It's actress Sherry Johnson. She used to be on Punky Brewster. And her stylist name was Adele. Sherry got her hair messed up. She went on a pilot shoot. You know, to shoot a pilot for a show, and a little stylist that was on set did a cute little style. They showed the picture. It looked cute, but she burnt all her hair out with a curling iron. Now, she said when she went home and got in, no, she said on set, she told the lady, my hair cannot take a lot of heat. Lady said, okay. She said the lady put the curling iron on her hair, was curling it, and was spraying spritz on it while it was curling, and she heard the crackles, but she thought it was crackling of, you know, burnt spritz. I ain't never heard of that technique. I ain't never had nobody do nothing. I ain't even had people spray spritz on my hair before the curl. They always spray it on after, and I'm a spritz hater. Like, I hate spritz. I don't like the hard stuff on my hair. I don't like how it flakes with my hair. So I'm not a spritz person. But to me, Sherry, you got to take a little bit of responsibility, because I understand you were on set. I understand you may be non-confrontational, but it ain't no way I could smell burnt hair and allow this person to keep curling and styling my hair, and I can smell it burning. I'm like, hold up. Can you turn this down a little bit? Is that my hair? I'm one of those. I'll probably do get my hand smacked a little bit too much with the comb, but I am one of those. If I feel something going wrong, or if I smell something going wrong, I'm gonna ask them like, what's going on with these curls? And I'm gonna be touching like my hair coming out. Like I said, I'm not in the acting realm either, so I'm sure she probably really wanted this role. We ain't seen her in a lot of stuff since, so I ain't gonna read her like that. But moving on, she said when she went home to take a shower, and I guess she washed her hair was coming out in clumps. Her hair was down her back. When she got out the shower, her hair was face length. It wasn't even shoulder length. It was face length. That's some cussing out. That deserves some cussing out. Some real people who love confrontation might have threw a couple of hands. You can't just burn all my hair out. Now, Adele comes up to the shop talking to Johnny. Whatever. Number one, Miss Adele's hair look a mess. I'm never letting nobody put their hands in my hair and they don't look like they know how to comb their own hair. Miss Adele had 0 edges. I mean, she didn't have enough of an edge. She did not have one edge in her head. She did not have enough to even try to fake an edge. Her hairline started back here with a dried and fried and looked burnt wig. Miss Adele couldn't have did my hair. I would have had to come set with a little bit of curly do like she had. It would have had to be wet and wavy. But moving on. Adele gonna blame everything on a faulty curling iron. She was like, yeah, I knew she said her hair couldn't take heat, but my curling iron was so old and I'm so broke because I don't have enough clients. That's hint number 2. Like, where y'all find her from? This lady ain't got no clients. Anyway, so I couldn't afford a new curling iron, and I really don't work with curlers that much, and it just happened to overheat, and I ain't never heard of that. Now, I ain't a hairstylist, but I ain't never heard of that. And to me, y'all didn't read her enough for spraying spritz on it while curling it. Like, y'all just gonna roll with the faulty curling iron story. Like, no, she needed to be dragged a little bit. Adele didn't get dragged enough for me. You can't just burn people's hair out. Like, you can accidentally braid too tight, or you can accidentally jack up a sew-in with a hump or something, you know. But you just can't burn people's hair out. So moving on from that, what I didn't like that Adele said as she's explaining it to Johnny, she was kind of like, yeah, I could smell it burning, and I knew I could see that it was some kind of discoloration. She was like, yeah, once I finished and I took it off of the iron, she saw a little discoloration. I ain't never heard of that. I'm not a stylist. I'm learning some stuff, though. She was like, yeah, I knew it was going to fall out, but the damage was already done, so why tell her? I was like, Sherry, you should have came out there and slapped that lady. Like, from the first time she saw the discoloration and she knew that first little bump and curl was going to fall out, and she didn't say nothing to you or adjust her curling irons or say, look, like she said, go to the director and say, look, I can't finish it. Like, she deserved at the least to be cussed the fuck out. It's no way I would ever let this, I don't care if this is your show, Tamar, this lady can't put hands back in my head. I don't care if it is a little clip-on wig. Because that's what they did. They asked her, you know, the usual, you want an opportunity. We know the premise of the show. Johnny shows her how to use clip-on wigs. So if she gonna curl on people's hair, she curling this fake stuff. And I didn't like how she said, yeah, I could burn these. I'm telling you, me and Miss Adele would have had it out. Now, she gets over to Sherry, and Sherry's little setup looked like she was going to get a little wet and wavy clip-in wig. Adele can't even put the clips in Sherry's hair right. Like, Johnny had to come over there and do that. I would not let this lady put hands back in my hair. Matter of fact, when we get to part 2, no, second part, she's trying her best to clip in this U-part wig on Sherry's head. And she was like, yeah, I heard Punky Brewster getting a reboot. If you ever, you know, need a stylist over there on set, you know, I'm willing to do it for you for free. That would have been cuss out number 2. Like, bitch, you ain't never putting your hands back in my head. You should be happy you doing it right now on camera. Like, Adele is someone who I would never, I don't know why she came on TV. I don't think she's ever going to get another client. This makes her look super bad. Pause. Do we need a Punky Brewster reboot? Like, where are you going to pick that up? Like, I haven't heard of Punky Brewster since I was under a decade old. Like, where is Punky Brewster going to go with this storyline? Moving on. Sherry's reveal was everything. I loved. Ooh, that hair Sherry had on that reveal was everything. I done thought about it again. I need me one of them wet and wavy curly U-part wigs. It looks just like my texture, but it was all down her back, and I probably could pull that out with the leave-in and kind of, she had a little bang. I don't think Adele did that. I know Johnny did. I know Johnny pulled that style together in the back. At the end of it all, Johnny gives Adele new curling irons, and I'm like, why? This lady not about to have no more clients. You better go pick up another trade. The show was good. I'm not one of those Mona Me fans anymore. Like, I can't watch any of the Love and Hip Hops, and I know they off right now anyway. But Tamar is giving me something to watch on a Monday, and I'm here for the show. I wish the show would be more realistic with these ambushes. I need to see a little bit more fire. I need to see somebody say, nah, bitch, you can't put your hands back in my head. I need to see that, because to me that's realistic, and I'll be at the TV like, yes, you can't put your hands back in my head. That's the only thing the show is missing, but good job, Tamar. This is a great show. Entertaining. Check it out. It comes on VH1 Mondays. To Catch a Beautician. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the show. Let me know if y'all watching it. Go ahead and hit subscribe if this is your first time watching any of my reviews. I'm not going to make this promise right now. I'm going to try to keep up with the reviews of this show. It looks like they can be quick reviews. The show is only 30 minutes. It looks like they're going to put 2 on every Mondays to make it an hour. I'm going to watch it. But if it starts to become repetitive and it's no good storyline to discuss in a particular episode, I'm probably gonna skip it, because it's only so many times. Like I said, if it ain't no cussing out and no reads and no you can't put your head in my head, it's gonna all start to look the same. I'm still gonna watch it, but I don't think people are gonna want to hear the same review week after week after week, because at the end of the day, I'm really watching it for the reveals, because those hairstyles are everything. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Go ahead again. Like I said, hit subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see y'all next Monday. Bye.